Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. I do want to equip this glaive and see what it's all about before we proceed. Oh, it's been identified. Marching Terror. So it is a +1. Whenever this +1 glaive lands a hit on a new enemy for the first time, the target receives 1 to 6 negative damage. And all other enemies in a 15 feet radius must pass a will saving throw, DC 17, or become frightened for 1 round. Well, that is absolutely perfect for my build. At least until we can cast Dazzling Display. That's lame, it doesn't change appearance. Also, no flavor text. I'm hoping this is an exception and not the rule. But yeah, with the level 2 of Order of the Cockatrice, we get the Braggart ability, where we get a +2 morale bonus on melee attack rolls made against targets under fear effects. And that glaive gives us a AoE fear effect. That's awesome. Oh wait, if that's identified, then... Flow of Water. This ring grants the wearer a +1 bonus on saving throws against spells with Cold Descriptor, and adds +1 to the DC for all saving throws against spells with Cold Descriptor the wearer casts. So not very useful in her. Though, she is wielding a Cold Iron Longsword. I know it doesn't work that way. If only, right? If only. We are encumbered. Alright, let's drop this armor on the ground. Yeah, I don't really care for that change. So when we left the maze, and hit collect all in that little menu, it automatically kicks you out of the map. Where in Kingmaker you could hit collect all and then still adjust your inventory before you left the map. The door won't budge. Looks like it's locked from the other side. Alright. Nowhere to go but in. I think they've got that under control. What's this all about? You haven't completed your mission in the Grey Garrison yet. Well, that is true.
I'll cut you wide open! I take you! Well?
So yeah, all of our spells are also off cooldown. That means we can equip Bless onto her hotbar, or skill bar, whatever you want to call it.
I'll go ahead.
Save the last one for me.
Sealed with magic.
I know the way.
Well, we can't do anything, can we?
This one was beyond me.
But we have lockpicks, so
I hope you appreciate this.
Follow my lead.
when there's a will, there's a way. Oh, some potions for my main character. Also, super ominous sound in that room. Let's get out of there. Main character, enjoy your healing. Oh, it wasn't the room, it was this room. The Wardstone. Hey, I know you. So you're one of these cultists. How's it going, pal? Want to join? Glut will be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Don't you do it. Here goes nothing. I hail Baphomet. Cowardly traitor. I swear the sword of Ioma Day, you will answer for your betrayal.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive. That is
The inheritor.
some awful decision making on your part.
Blade.
That's good. Pop Bless with her.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, feared that guy. The glaive is already put in work. Ooh. Stop that, please.
This will leave a bruise.
Oh man, we're getting messed up on this side.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
It's okay though, we're still kicking.
I will help where I can.
Alright, I know how critical hits work, thank you. Yeah, I probably should have been a little bit more cautious in that fight. Just kind of ran straight in. It's alright though, we're still alive.
No mistakes.
And that's all that matters. I assume the enemies would be a little weaker there since there were so many of them. I'll take all the scrolls for now. All the healing. Some chainmail. Cool looking chainmail.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Stairs are severely damaged. This way's impassable. Alright, that door is also locked from the other side.
Let's try.
Again, just taking all the magic for now. We're gonna leave this area, it'll give us the option to loot all the bodies. So no need to over-encumber ourselves quite yet. I assume all these doors are locked. Yeah, the door is locked by some unusual magical means. There's no lock to be seen. A heavy blunt object was clearly used to try to break down the door. The lock is broken. The door cannot be opened. Alright, that one's locked from the other side. Alright, up to the third floor. I will collect all, and then we'll just drop it off. Once we get up here. Just keep moving it with us. One transition at a time.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
The face of this demoness could be called pretty, if it had eyes. Her mouth slowly widens into a smug grin. Super cool design.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
The demon's mouth drops open in surprise. She brings her manicured hand up to cover it.
Marco. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Erebeth's troop, silent up to now, spits on the floor. His hardened, craggy face, like storm-weathered stone, twists as if in pain.
Minago,
Excuse me.
the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
Half-orc is too well bred to spit on the floor, but the name sounds like a slur on her tongue. Oh, we are chaotic good. Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
Oh, how rude. You're one to talk, mortal, with a face that even a mother would loathe. Staunton, sweetie. You're not going to let your friends speak to me like that, are you?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
The dwarf's voice rasps like rusted metal.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
Naga threatens Staunton with a dainty clawed finger.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
The heartbeat quickens.
Alright, well, we are encumbered. Let's throw some stuff on the ground. Alright, can't do that in combat. That's fine. You know what? I should probably smite her. Well, she's not available to be smitten right now. She might be a boss creature, so let's go ahead and pop this. Oh, she disappeared. Never mind. Turn that back off.
The spirits demand your blood.
We'll pop this, though, and give by a small buff. Actually, you know what, Lan? Take care of the guys that are casting spells in the back.
You won't survive me.
I'm all right.
This will hurt.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
And all of them got feared. That's awesome. All this glaive is awesome. I have to go glaive instead of long spear. At this rate.
That is not far.
Alright, give us the magic, please, and we'll drop the armor on the ground for now. Damage reduction, we know how that works as well. The Abracandilu. Don't want to be encumbered, especially with my Cavalier. It greatly hinders his ability to maneuver around the battlefield, which is kind of his whole shtick. So if we take that away, what does he have? Alright, let's heal up CeeLo before we do anything else. Not tanking as well as I'd like her to, but at least she hasn't died yet.
I am helpful, am I not?
The unholy symbol of Discari, the demon lord who attacked Canaveras, drawn in human blood.
Thanks, Lan. You're so...
Alright, as soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices. Screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink, and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious Wardstone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
A demon with a mocking smile stands before the Wardstone.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious Wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
Naga's laugh rings through the chamber.
So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
The demon blows Thought in a kiss, and then holds out her leg, which ends in a cloven hoof instead of a foot. Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minago, Lily 2 and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I keep forgetting to turn this off. I need to remember to do that after this episode. You feel righteous fury swell within you. How dare this demon besmirch the ground of this beautiful world with her hooves? A world created by the gods and cultivated by mortals. And these cultists, how dare they betray all that is sacred in this world and join the forces of the foulest evil? And they repent and redeem themselves, or they follow the path of evil past the point of no return. The Wardstone seems to sense your thoughts. The chamber grows slightly brighter. What are you doing to the stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
The demon brings her clawed finger coquettishly to her lips. I think I said that right.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Feel a sudden rush of wild rage, and with it comes a feeling of monstrous, unbridled, destructive power. It's like the power you felt in the shield maze near confronting Savamelech, but now it feels more fully fledged, more conscious. Yeah, shut your filthy mouth, scum.
Make me.
Okay.
One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
The demon's face breaks into a saccharine smile, and I think I said that right. Yeah, reveal the light of heaven. Your victory celebrations are a little premature, demon. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
The demon giggles. You hear a note of astonishment in her laughter. The man standing among the cultists turns to her. Don't listen to her. Fiend wants us to lose all hope. We won't succeed.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
The cultists glance at each other, hesitating. At last, the man who is first to speak up against Monago rips Baphomet's unholy symbol from his chest and casts it to the floor.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back, and heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
A tattoo-covered cultist reaches for his weapon.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
An elf with a face deformed by acid burns throws her unholy symbol at him.
Get another obstacle.
Oh, we convinced two of them at least. Let's smite her. I like to focus on ads first. We're not mounted for whatever reason. Oh yeah, we are. I just want to charge at her initially. Can I cast this while he's mounted? I'm gonna try that. Probably not a great idea.
Endure this!
Pop that, and I guess that's it for now. See how that goes. Just him damage reduction. Alright, she has some really good stats. Actually, no, let's take care of that guy.
That's it. I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
Irritation seeps into Monago's voice. Let's see what happened to cause that. Maybe we hit her once? The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. You won't break us. You will never give up. Or maybe I should say this first.
We will never give up. We will not break. We will not run.
Land echoes like a mantra.
It would be a shame if you died without ever surrendering. But honestly, I'll be satisfied no matter what way you die.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. The background noise is a little loud.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
Thanks for not forcing my horse to stay outside. What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Airbeth punches her fist into her palm. I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. Seems they're holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
Alright, what is the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabris, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomade. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabris obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
Well, that's a familiar face, or will be when we find him. Airbeth lowers her voice almost to a whisper. Oh man, I hope he didn't sabotage the stone in some way. We'll see.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use.
Halfwork smiles at you encouragingly.
And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Airbeth clears her throat. Alright, everything is clear.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Alright, so we can rest, and we should have our items from the pre-order bonus. We can collect all of those. Oh darn, it made me leave all that equipment I dropped on the ground behind. Alright, so Arcane Signet. The Signet grants the wearer to... Its wearer the ability to cast magic missiles, a 3rd level spell 3 times a day. That'll probably be good on... on her for now. I don't really want her on the front line because she can't hit very hard yet. A Holy Signet. The Signet grants its wearer the ability to cast Bane spell as a 3rd level cleric 3 times a day. Might give that to my main character. Identified. That's okay. Also not identified. Oh, that's lame. Alright, let's go and level up then. Alright, another level of Cavalier, of course. What do we get? Any vendor, okay. Yep, and anytime you change the value of a skill, you can always re-roll, except for lockpicking. I think you have to level up to retry that. At least that's how it used to be. But they've also changed how lockpicking works in this game anyway. As long as you don't fail by more than 5, you can retry. Alright, so we get a feat. We get a bonus feat. We get Cavalier's Charge. At 3rd level, Cavalier learns to make more accurate charge attacks while mounted. The Cavalier receives a +4 bonus on melee attack rolls on a charge while mounted instead of the normal +2. In addition, the Cavalier does not suffer any penalty to his armor class after making a charge attack while mounted. Alright, I actually need to put points into mobility. I had gotten my builds mixed up. I have a bunch of builds planned in advance, and I need mobility with this build, not athletics. There are feats, mounted feats, that require mobility. Mobility 5. Alright, so I can get Blood Drinker as well. So 3 times per day you can drink blood from an unconscious, helpless, sleeping, or paralyzed living creature. You can also drink blood from corpses of living creatures. Whenever you drink blood from such a creature, you gain 5 temporary hit points plus 5 for every 3 hit dice you have, and a +1 bonus of fortitude saving throws. The effect lasts 1 hour. But I really need weapon focus, so I can use Dazzling Display when I find an appropriate long spear. We are still going long spear, despite how good Glaive seems to be for my build already. Long spear is supposed to be a replacement for lances, so I'm still going to focus on that. And I'm probably just going to get armor focus here as well. I don't want to get power attack yet till we have a higher attack bonus. Alright, looks good to me. Let's level up our companion. Understand that. Alright, so he gets evasion and a feat. So a character can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility. If a character makes a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage on a successful save, he instead takes no damage, so like Fireball. A helpless character does not gain the benefit of evasion. Athletics mobility. I could give him weapon focus. I might give him barding instead. Where's it at? Oh, do I have to get light? I can't just jump into medium? Don't know how I feel about that. I'd rather just jump right into medium. Dodge would also be good. I could do this and pick bite. No, let's go defensive instead. So I'm going to go ahead and grab dodge here. Now we get barding in the future. And level up everybody else. There we go. Alright, let's level up Lan. Alright, so level 3 he gets a feat. He gets a key pool. So at 3rd level, a monk gains a pool of key points. Supernatural energy can use to accomplish amazing feats. Number of points in a monk's key pool is equal to half his monk level, plus his wisdom modifier. As long as he has at least 1 point in his key pool, he can make a key strike. At 3rd level, key strike allows his unarmed attacks to be treated as magical weapons for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. At 7th, his unarmed attacks... I think we'll read about that here, right? No. Alright, let's read about it here. At 7th level, his unarmed attacks are also treated as cold iron and silver... No, wait, that's here. Yeah, no, don't mind me. We don't have to read that. We'll read that as we level up. By spending 1 point from his key pool as a swift action, a monk can make one additional unarmed attack, one unarmed strike, and his highest attack bonus when making a flurry of blows attack. This bonus attack stacks with all bonus attacks gained from flurry of blows as well as those from haste and similar effects. Monk gains additional powers that consume points from his key pool as he gains levels. The key pool is replenished each morning after 8 hours of rest or meditation. These hours do not need to be consecutive. Fast movement. At 3rd level, a monk gains plus 10 enhanced bonus to his base speed. A monk in armor carrying a medium or heavy load loses his extra speed. Every 3 levels above 3rd, the bonus improves by 10 feet. Then Key Strike. At 3rd level, Key Strike allows the monk's unarmed attacks to be treated as magic weapons for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. We've read that already. Point Blank Master. At 3rd level, a Zen Archer gains Point Blank Master as a bonus feat, even if he does not meet the prerequisites. And Zen Archery. At 3rd level, a Zen Archer may use his Wisdom modifier instead of his Dexterity modifier on range attack rolls when using a bow. Athletics, Mobility, and Perception. Yeah, I guess we'll grab Deadly Aim. You just take a -1 penalty on all range attack rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all range damage rolls. And when your base attack bonus reaches +4 and every +4 thereafter, the penalty increases by -1 and the bonus to damage increases by +2. You must choose to use this feat before making an attack roll, much like defensive stance or defensive fighting. And its effects will last until your next turn. Bonus damage does not apply to touch attacks or effects that do not hit or deal hit point damage. Yeah, I couldn't grab it. Longbow, of course. My Camellia just gets a feat. For trickery and, I guess perception. I'm lacking skills like knowledge arcana and knowledge nature. She already has... I mean, she seems like she's built for rapiers. I'm probably just going to have her continue building towards rapiers. I see no reason to change that. If it's like Kingmaker, like how Reg was kind of built for scimitars, and there's a bunch of scimitars specifically designed for his class, I'm going to assume the same thing is going to happen with Camellia. So she gets a feat. She gets R of Courage. At 3rd level, a Paladin is immune to fear. Finally. Magical or otherwise, each ally within 10 feet of her gains a +4 morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects. The ability functions only while the Paladin is conscious, not if she is unconscious or dead. Mercy. At 3rd level and every 3 levels thereafter, a Paladin can select 1 Mercy. Each Mercy adds an effect to the Paladin's Lay on Hands ability. Whenever the Paladin uses Lay on Hands to heal damage to one target, the target also receives the additional effects from all of the Mercies possessed by the Paladin. In Divine Health, at 3rd level, a Paladin is immune to all diseases, including supernatural and magical diseases, including Mummy Rot. Don't know why I have to include Mummy Rot, but... Alright, Knowledge World, and I guess Trickery. So I get locked. Well, Persuasion would be good too. And Trickery. Again, it's a lot of redundant skills that I'm doing. And again, I think she's built for longswords. She has Radiance right now, so I'm just going to keep going with what they already have. Again, it's not always advised to take weapon focus this early on, or at all in some cases, but it is a prerequisite for other feats. And I'm going to grab Fatigued. Alright, everybody's leveled up, and I think this is a good place to call it. Next episode, we'll talk to everybody here in the tavern. It'll probably be a longer episode than usual. But I know not everybody likes the conversation episodes, so I'm going to rip that band-aid off as quick and efficiently as possible. Also, I need to find a merchant and identify all those items. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.